If you grew up in the 1980s, chances are you've heard this line. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can't find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team. It became one of television's most recognizable intros of all time. The show had explosions, fast cars, impossible stunts. And somehow, after hundreds of gunfights, no one ever seemed to get hurt. But despite being one of television's biggest hits, the A-Team disappeared after just 5 seasons. So what happened? Why was it canceled? Did the cast stay friends? And what happened to them after the camera stopped rolling? Well, let's find out. How it all began. The A-Team premiered in January 1983. The idea was simple but brilliant. 4 former U.S. Army Special Forces soldiers were wrongly accused of a crime they didn't commit. They escaped military prison and became soldiers of fortune, helping ordinary people while staying one step ahead of the military police. Each member of the team had a unique personality. John Hannibal Smith was the clever leader who loved disguises and always had a plan. Templeton Face Peck was the smooth-talking con artist who could get almost anything. Captain H.M. Howling Mad Murdoch was the eccentric helicopter pilot whose unpredictable behavior often stole the show. And then there was B.A. Baracus, the tough mechanic who hated flying, loved his gold chains, and became one of television's most unforgettable characters. Like people loved the show, the A-Team wasn't trying to be realistic. It was pure entertainment. There were massive explosions, cars flipping through the air, bullets flying everywhere. Yet somehow, nobody ever died. Every episode followed a familiar formula. Someone needed help. The team built incredible homemade weapons and vehicles. The bad guys were defeated, and Hannibal would finish with his famous line, "I love it when a plan comes together." Audiences loved it. Kids loved it. Parents loved it. It quickly became one of NBC's biggest hits. The cast of the show. George Papard played Hannibal. Before the A-Team, he was already a Hollywood star. Dirk Benedict played Face. Fans also knew him from Battlestar Galactica. Dwight Schultz played Murdoch. His energetic performance made him one of the funniest characters on television. And then there was Mr. T. Although he had appeared in Rocky III, the A-Team turned him into an international superstar. His catchphrases, his hairstyle, his gold chains, everything about him became part of pop culture. Children wanted to be B.A. Toy companies sold millions of action figures. Even lunchboxes became collectibles. Why, the show ended. By the late 1980s, television was changing. Viewers wanted more realistic dramas. Critics had also become increasingly vocal about the show's cartoon-style violence, while almost nobody died on the show. The constant explosions and gun battles drew criticism. Ratings also began to decline. NBC moved the show to different time slots, making it harder for audiences to find. The cast was reportedly becoming tired after years of demanding filming schedules. There were also occasional reports of disagreements behind the scenes. In 1987, after 5 seasons and 98 episodes, NBC canceled the A-Team. Where are they now? George Papard continued acting in television and films before sadly passing away in 1994. Dirk Benedict continued acting, writing books, and making appearances at fan conventions. Dwight Schultz enjoyed a successful career as a voice actor, lending his voice to numerous animated series and video games. Mr. T became an even bigger celebrity. He appeared in cartoons, commercials, reality television, and remained one of the most recognizable personalities from the 1980s. Over the years, the surviving cast members reunited several times for interviews and fan events. Their affection for the series has remained strong. The legacy. Even today, the A-Team remains one of the most iconic action series ever made. Its theme music is instantly recognizable. Its characters are unforgettable. Its action scenes still entertain new generations. In 2010, Hollywood even brought the series back as a feature film starring Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper, Quentin Rampage Jackson, and Sharlto Copley. While opinions on the movie were mixed, it introduced a whole new generation to the famous team. Today, the original series continues to find new fans through streaming services and classic television channels. More than 40 years later, people still remember one thing above everything else. I love it when a plan comes together.
Who was your favorite character? Hannibal, Face, Murdoch, or B.A. Baracus? Let everyone know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this trip back to one of television's greatest action classics, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another look back at TV shows and movies we all grew up with. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care, everyone.